up, honey? I'm back. It's your girl is back. Thank you for tuning into my channel. If you're new, my name is Tanisha. It's nice to meet you. Welcome. Alright, so this is gonna be like a kind of a random video, but it's kind of like a little small chit chat or whatever, composed with 3 little mini story times. The main thing, you see the title, is why I stopped giving out my phone number to people to try to holler at me or try to get with your girl. Y'all, I used to just give my phone number out to people, especially if it was giving me attention and whatever. It was like, oh, you fine. And then I thought they were kind of cute too, so you know, I was like, all right, give my phone number out. But most, like, one of the 3 times I'm telling you now is just like when I was kind of hesitant, but I still gave my number out. Now I just rather give out my social media or something. And I have 2 social media. I have a main one, which everybody can get. It's on the end of this video, like Tinny Boo. That's my main IG. And I got a personal one that I rarely give out. And I have like my feed is different. These stories aren't in chronological order. It's just 3 stories in my head, like 3 times, and I'm just like, you know what? I might not need to do this shit no more. I might need to leave the digits a secret. It's like 2 people I met in person, 1 online. Okay, so yeah, as you know, I was on this online dating sites. I've been on a couple, but it's that damn POF that really fucked it up, because POF is plenty of fools. Like, I just cannot. So this one guy, he was originally from Jersey. He moved down here, and he was cool on the messenger. Then I added him on Snapchat, kind of talking on there, and he was like, you know, here's my number, text me. So I was like, fine. So he texted me a couple times, you know, and he called me a couple times too. But all in all, this nigga was just very disrespectful towards country folk. He just basically summed it up as country people being stupid. And I was like, bitch, I'm country too. I'm from the South. So you see, he was just basically singing. He was just on this whole, all people from the South are dumb, this, that, that. He was just so aggressive and just off-putting. And then on top of that, he was like, I want to get married and I want kids by the time I'm 25. Right now I'm 23. I got 2 more years. I was like, at the time I was 25. So I was like, what a dream, because everybody wants kids and be married at 25, but I want kids and I want married by 25. I was like, okay, next. So that was on the books for like, yeah, ugh, why did I get my number to him? Another time that I gave my number out, completely random. I was on the way to work a couple years back, running late per usual. I was running late this particular day, and I also forgot to put gas in my car. So I had to stop at the gas station up the street. Ironic enough, this gas station is called the Corner Connection. So I pull up at the Corner Connection. It's packed because it's early. So I get a pump on the end, and then so there's a car beside me with 2 guys in it, and like sitting in a low rider car. And so I was like, all right, I didn't pay no mind to them. I jump out, try to put my card in the card feeder thing, didn't work, so I had to go inside, run inside. Took a minute because at this particular gas station, people love to buy chicken, and I'm like, it's in the morning. What the hell are you doing? And so it was online, so I finally pay and I come out, and I just see this guy. He's pumping the gas. He's cute, tall, pumping the gas, and I just whatever. I get my gas and I'm about to get in the car, and he comes from around the pump and was like, hey, stop. Hey. And so I'm trying to get in the car, and he's basically like, yeah, he gets in front of me. He's like, what's up with your name? And I introduce myself, this, that, and third. I don't be rude, so I'm just normally like, hey, if you speak, I'm speaking. I don't have an attitude or anything like that. So he's just like, oh, can I get your number? And I was like, why? It wouldn't hurt. So, I mean, because I was like, you don't want to block your blessing. What if you find your soulmate at the corner connection gas station? You don't want to be, he was cute. And so I was like, okay, fine, I'll give you my number. So he was like, ain't nobody gonna try to beat my ass, are they? Like, you got somebody else? I was like, I ain't got nobody else. So I give my number out to him. He wasn't bad. It was just a waste, basically. He texted a few times. I texted a few times. And then the last thing he asked me was like, what you like to do for fun? And I was like, I told him a list. And then I put on my list, oh, I like to read. And I guess that was just a no for him. So he just stopped texting me. And that was that. And I was like, why did I give my number to this person? So that's on the list. Like, that was a dud. This story is a little crazier. So, years back, this is when I was still in college though. My last year of college. Matter of fact, I was on break and I was back in town, and so I met up with Renee. And we was just, out shopping and stuff, and then we went to Sam's. If y'all don't have a Sam's in your area, it's kind of like a Costco or any store that's like sell bulk items, and it's like a warehouse type deal. It's like that. So just to look around and stuff. And I think I was trying to get something in bulk to go back, probably some soap to go back and have at school. And so we walk straight down, not even 5 minutes in the store. Let's say that. We walk in, and then stable off to my right, it's just two guys at it. And just to give you a perspective, it was a tall white guy and it was a short black dude. And so the tall white guy they were like doing a presentation. I forgot what it was about. The short dude, the black dude, was like, hey, don't I know you? And it was like, no. I was like, I don't know you. And he was like, I know you. You look so familiar to me. And I was like, I don't think so. And so he was just like, he was funny. He was just like, talking, conversating. But I actually knew the tall white guy. He lost weight. He used to be I think we went to junior high together. And so I was like, yeah, I know you, but I don't know you. And so, he was just making jokes, was laughing, talking. I think he gave me a pamphlet he wrote his number on it. He was just like flirting. And so I got the pamphlet, I looked at it, and I was like, it's his number. And then Renee was like, you gonna text it? And I was like, I might as well. Because I'm like, at the time, this was like a year after I was talking to Lo. And I was just like, well, somebody else I can talk to or whatever. So no, it was 2 years after I was talking to Lo or whatever. 2 years after that mess. And so I decided to, text him. I was doing the store. I was on the other aisle. So I decided to plug my number in. And I texted him, hey, this is whatever. And he was like, hey, it's Anthony. I remember his name. His name was Anthony. The other two, I forgot their names. But Anthony. So the reason why I said this is the crazy ass story, because he was texting for a while. He was cool at first. And we would talk on the phone. Like, for real. And so I want to say, we went to Sam's like on a Saturday. I think it was like a Monday or a Tuesday. He calls me. So I'm outside. And then so I answer and I'm like, hey, we're chopping it up. And then he's like, he sounded like you could hear some wind or something in the background. And he sounded like he was kind of out of breath. And he was like, yeah, man, I did a carpool with my people that I work for this company. For the company that he was doing a presentation for. And he was like, yeah, I did a carpool. I'm in North Carolina and I'm done with my presentation. And they not finished. And I'm ready to go home. And I'm just done. So I'm walking to, was it Waffle House? It was either Waffle House or KFC. One of the two. And I was like, oh, that's okay. And he's like, so I was like, you left? You by yourself? He's like, I left. And, I'm ready to go home. And I was like, okay. And he was like, yeah, I was wondering if you can come pick me up. I said, I was like, what? I said, pick you up? And I said, said, where are you? He's like, North Carolina. I forgot what part of North Carolina he said he was in. And I was just like, I don't have a car. And I was like, I don't know anybody that can come pick you up either. Yeah, he kind of got an attitude about it. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, I just met you Saturday. Like, you want me to come pick you up? And this is like in the afternoon, kind of like maybe going on 6 o'clock or so. I can't really remember, but it was late. It wasn't like early in the morning or anything. It was late in the day, and I was still on my college break, so of course it was just like I wasn't doing nothing. But I was like, pick you up in North Carolina, because we was texting and stuff. He was like, yeah, I got a Mercedes, I got this, I got my own place, I got this, I got that. And I was like, so I was confused. I was like, you didn't drive your Mercedes? Why did you carpool? If you know how you are, like, you don't want to wait on nobody. If I'm going in a situation where they're like, let's carpool, and we're going traveling distance, I'm like, I really don't want to wait on nobody. I want to go home, so I'ma drive. Y'all can carpool, but I'ma drive so I can drive home. He was younger than me too. I think he was like 2 years younger than me, 2 or 3 years younger than me. And so he was like, I remember him texting, talking about how he like older women, like, 'cause I told him my age. I was like, what the hell is this? And it was just too damn much. And then so he did get an attitude about that, but he got over it or whatever. The next couple days he was talking, and then he just kept saying, can you come see me? And every time he would ask me to come see him, it would be like 12 o'clock a.m. Sorry. It would be like really late at night or really early in the morning. And I'm like, what type of shit is this? And I'm like, no, I can't just get up, because I have my own car. I have my parents' car. I can't just get up and get their car and go to some nigga house in the middle of the night, wherever he lived. And that's creep as shit. And I was just like, no. I just kept declining that. And then so he never wanted to meet up in the daytime. Surprise, surprise. And so he was like, I guess he just got tired of me saying no about that. And then so he was just like, what kind of adult are you? He blew the hell up on me. He was talking to me at this time. Like, we didn't really text that much. He would always call me. So he was like, what kind of adult are you? You can't even come see me? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. And I'm just like, what the hell? He was like literally cussing me out. And I was just on the phone. And I chuckled a little bit, because I was like, I can't believe this nigga is trying to cuss me out. Like, he know me. We've only been talking for a week. A clean week. And he was so, like, he went through all of that, so I stopped talking to him. He really did struck a nerve with me, because at the time, you know, you just like, you just trying to figure yourself out. And he said that basically I wasn't an adult because I didn't have my own car, I didn't have my own place. He was just talking down on me. So I felt some ways, and then so I was just done with talking to him. And then I get back to school. I want to say the next day I'm back to school, or either the same night. He calls me. Like, I barely even want to talk to him. And he's like, why you act like you don't want to talk to me? And I'm like, you said you didn't want to talk to me. You basically said you was done. He was like, so you don't even want to fight for us or something? And he's like, oh, you don't even want to come see me. You can't come see me tonight. I said, I'm at school. And he was like, what you mean? I'm like, I'm actually back on campus. You didn't tell me you was on campus. You didn't tell me you was going back. I was like, you didn't ask. And plus, you said you was done, so I stopped talking to you. You stopped talking to me. You don't want to fight for nothing. You don't want to fight for nothing. You act like you don't want to do this. And I was like, I really don't want to be in a relationship or anything, but we can be friends. And he hung up in my face. So, yeah. those 3 reasons plus other reasons, all collectively, made me decide I don't want to give my number out. Even in the streets, I'm gonna get some business cards and put my YouTube information and my IG and all that on there. Here's my card. I would do like back in the day. Here's my card. Contact me. No phone numbers. No nothing. Can I text you? No. All kind of shit happened for me giving my number out because I was just like, people would give me attention and I would give my number out because I wasn't really getting. Nobody was really checking for me. Nobody still ain't checking for me though, but it was kind of taking toll on me back then. Right now, I don't even care, but it is what it is. Back then, I was so pressed to be in a relationship, but that's past me now. I'm cool. If I never end up with anybody, it's not gonna bother me. So yeah, that's what it is. But I hope you like this little video. And so leave all the comments. Do you give your number out? Do you just do your social media? What do? Do you just say no and just leave it at that? Don't even give them the time of day, y'all. Whatever. Don't judge me. I'm learning, but yes. So thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like the comment, like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so YouTube can get everything. Let you know when I come across your screen. Alright, y'all. Bye.
Self-love is the best love. Motivation, that's the best drug. This world's too complicated. Fuck it. Damn, I'm glad we made it.